Hello everyone, welcome to Mind Body Weight Loss. I'm Mindful Mark, and this week we're talking about the best weight loss strategy. We was asked what do we think is the best weight loss strategy. You know, if we don't agree with diets, what is it? And this got Can Do Craig and myself talking. Now, first we discussed and thought about going with eat less crap, eat more food. Now, that's a good philosophy. And it's advice that perhaps should be followed, but it really isn't the best weight loss strategy or advice we've ever heard. Now, I remember about watching the Hungry for Change DVD, and there was a part of it that I just thought, genius. That is genius. And that was mentioned by John Gabriel and David Wolfe. Now, the information is this, and this is what John Gabriel touched upon, and it was then extended upon by David Wolfe. Now, this information is this. John Gabriel says, keep the focus of your weight loss on adding food. Not what you were expecting? No, but stick with it, because it is genius, and it's so obvious, okay? Now, it's obvious when I read this, what David Wolfe said. He says, the best strategy we have got is to just add in good stuff, and eventually it will crowd out the bad stuff. It's so simple and deactivates the mental neurosis we have about diets and what we have to eat. And that was what David Wolfe has to say. And when you think about it, it's obvious. It's so obvious. Just add in more good food and just keep adding. Don't take away, but eventually it will overtake the bad food. Now, you know, recently we came across a really interesting and a bit of a maverick as well, psychotherapist, NLP master called Andrew T. Austin. I nearly forgot his name there, but he's brilliant. He makes you think about things in a different way if you get a chance to see anything he does. Now, he was talking about the difference in mentality of people who are trying to lose weight, who are overweight and trying to lose weight, and people who have anorexia or bulimia. And he talks about the different mindsets. And he, in slightly flippantly, he said, you know, if you want to lose weight, you want to look at sort of perhaps how these people do it. And I thought, oh, I'm not sure about that. But you'll see how it actually, this method works in relation to that. Now, what he says is that people who want to lose weight are trying to move away from something. They're trying to get away from it. Now, they're trying to move away from the goal, whereas people who have an eating disorder are trying to move towards a goal. Now, that's quite an interesting fact. Now, when you're weight loss and you're trying to move away from your fat or overweight, you're trying to move away from it. The further you get away from it, the less motivated you are. So it's worth thinking. You know, now, people who have eating disorders, they're focused on moving towards their goal. You know, let's move towards it. The problem comes, though, is that they haven't got a goal in mind. For example, they haven't got a goal saying, you know, when I fit in this size clothing, that's when I've achieved my goal and I will stop. Their goal is linked generally to emotions and to like a feeling of happiness. You know, when I feel happy, I know that I'm at the ideal weight. Now, that's difficult because if you've got more underlying issues, you're never going to reach it and never feel that happiness and never feel that control. So unfortunately, you know, people, you know, with eating disorders sometimes go through their goal. But the focus of moving to the point here that I want to ram home is that you should focus towards your goal. You know, now, this is why this weight loss is the best weight loss strategy Craig and I, Can Do Craig and Mindful Mark me, has ever heard of. Because by focusing on eating more good stuff, you're moving towards adding more stuff. It's towards a goal. Now, the secondary factor of that is that you will lose weight. And when you achieve your ideal weight, which is the important fact, make sure you know what your ideal weight is, you go, brilliant. And you can carry on eating healthily and you will attain your natural weight. Now, so you can see how these two things work together in the motivation. Your motivation shouldn't be to work away from your weight. It should be to work towards your ideal weight. Now, but like I said, the important factor is that you know what your ideal weight is and what picture it is, and when you've got there, work out how to sustain it, which is to carry on eating healthily. Now, really interesting blog, and I hope you've enjoyed this topic like as much as I enjoyed writing it. Really fascinating. And if you look down here, you can go to the actual website and check it out. Please do, and we will speak again next week. Please comment. I'd love to hear your views below. Take care and speak to you next week. This is Mindful Mark signing off on mindbodyweight loss.info. Take care.